Michael from CamoREsinTEch. Good afternoon.
Hello there, thanks for having me.
Thank you for coming in. I'm intrigued. What is your business, Michael?
Okay, so we're a business based in Sittingbourne in Kent, and basically we produce products which use NFC or near field communication technology. I don't know if you know too much about NFC.
I know it's sort of related to phones and things like that we have nowadays.
Essentially, I think most people would have used it without even realising they've used it. If you use Apple Pay or contactless payment with your debit card,
right.
It's that similar technology to that, and we've managed to incorporate that into lots of different types of products. Really
fantastic. So you're a techie.
I try to be. I do try to be. Yeah.
Oh, I love it. I'm a bit of a geek myself, so it's fine. So when did you start this business? You're quite new, aren't you?
Yeah, we're quite new. So we started during the lockdown. To be honest with you, I mean, we do have another business, but lockdown it kind of dried up quite a bit, and we had to do something. And I've always wanted to do something which was a little bit different to everything else. And we just started coming up with these ideas of how to use NFC technology in different applications. I love that,
really, because this technology is always evolving, and it's finding new ways to use it that make life easier and better for other people.
Exactly, that's exactly it. And we'd like to think that we're quite future-proof in some respects, because some phones don't have NFC. Some of the older iPhones don't have them as standard, but everything else that's coming out now has NFC readers inside them, and I think that's where over time this is, like I say, it's more future-proof, really.
Oh, things change so quickly now, isn't it? I mean, 100%. With the pandemic, people weren't using QR codes like they are today. They're everywhere now.
That's exactly, and I think people are aware of that we're still keeping distances to a certain extent, and if you can do things as contactless as possible, then I think you're onto a bit of a winner, and all of our stuff is contactless. So.
Absolutely. People listen to this radio station just by asking their device to play us, by voice.
I did that this morning.
You did that this morning, exactly. And it's the future. I mean, and we've got to be, on top of that. So tell us about the product that you've got here in front of you. It looks like a kind of business card.
That's right. So I've bought a couple with me, and we do have lots of different products, but I wanted to sort of speak about a couple of them. The first one is our contactless business card. So on the business card, you'll have a certain amount of information that you would have on your usual paper business cards, as well as a QR code. Now, I don't know if you've used business cards before, but a lot of the time you're sort of hoping that they're not just going to end up at the bottom of a bag or in a bin. Yeah. So the beauty of this is, all you need to do is hold this up to someone's smartphone, their reader will pick it up, and then all they do is press a button, and all of your business details are straight onto their phone contacts.
Amazing.
So it's a really good way of you being able to share all of your, I'm talking all of your phone numbers, your email addresses, websites, socials, even your picture.
Yeah.
And it press of a button, that's all saved directly to their contacts. So you don't then have to worry, are they going to get back in contact, or it's already on their phone.
It's a genius idea, because I've worked in many businesses over the years, and I've still got all the business cards.
Yeah.
And I don't think I probably handed as many out as I was purchased.
And that's exactly. And the thing is, I mean, I've been to events and stuff with our other business, and you see your business card just on the floor and stuff. It's heartbreaking because you spent all that money on it. And the other thing is, if you change details, you have to buy a whole new load of cards. Whereas with this, you can log on to your portal on our website, change the details, and it already automatically updates it. So you've sent this the last business card you're going to need, basically.
Yeah, and you look cool.
And you look very cool. It's a good talking point. Exactly. People do love to see it working. Yeah.
Yeah, that's brilliant. And also sustainability, which is a big thing that we're talking about here. It's less printing. You've got one card that is doing it digitally rather than using cardboard printing again and again and again.
It's exactly right.
And then you've got something that looks like a bit of like a watch.
So we've got it's a silicone wristband, and it's got the chip actually inside it, and it comes with a card, one or two cards depending on what you're using it for, and this is our medical alert wristband. Right. So I don't know if you've seen medical alert wristbands before. They're usually metal, and you can print a couple of words on there to sort of say, whatever your medical history is.
Right, okay, yeah.
But it's very limiting. This, you can store as much or as little information on this as you want. And again, if you're in a time of crisis where you're not able to verbalise your history, your medical history, all the emergency services would need to do is hold their device up against this, or read the QR code on your card, which will be in your wallet or on your phone case or something, and then all of your relevant medical information shows up on their device. And it's just a very quick way of handing over a lot of information, or as much as you want to share, but without you even needed to verbalise it. And we find that these are becoming very, very popular, especially with some older people who have got some organic illnesses, but also people with epilepsy or anyone with just complex medical needs. And we've gone one step further with it, with a carer's card, because we're aware that there are lots of carers out there, full-time carers. If they become unwell all of a sudden or in an accident, they need to know that the person they're caring for receives the care. So again, all they need to do is show this to someone, the person will scan it, and then they know all of the details of the person they're caring for, so they can put that care in place as soon as possible.
That's great. It seems like a no-brainer. You're describing this thinking, why has it not been around forever already?
I've been looking everywhere thinking, why isn't it around? We're very proud of it.
Yeah, it makes absolute sense. And so this is using NFC technology, which I've just looked up whilst you're talking, near-field communication.
That's correct.
I know what I'm talking about.
That's exactly it. So all you have to be is within 4 centimetres of the chip. The reader needs to be within 4 centimetres of the chip, and it will transfer the data over. No batteries. The chip is passive, so it uses the energy from the smartphone to be able to work. Waterproof, shockproof. And again, the wristbands are all 100% silicone, so they're less likely to cause any irritation or anything like that. So,
and I know we talked about the business cards, but the wristbands, it could literally save a life.
We've had lots of nice feedback. Without going into too much detail, we've trialled these with different people and different organisations, and the feedback we've received has been extremely positive. And actually, that's the thing which we're most proud of. It's great to get sales, but the feedback is absolutely lovely.
It's actually doing a job, isn't it? Which is amazing. So, what does the future hold for the business? The technology's evolving, I suppose.
And that's exactly it. We're constantly looking for different ways and different applications of using NFC. If you were to go on our website, we do have other products, and a lot of them I think are going to start getting a lot more popular, especially as we're coming into summer and things like that. So we can put it into key rings, jewellery. We're looking for all sorts of different ways of actually using this technology.
And I suppose as sort of time goes on, everyone's going to have a phone now that has NFC. There might be a few out there that don't, but over time, it's like getting a colour TV, isn't it?
That's it.
It's all moved. Amazing. Look, I've learnt a few things today, Michael. Thank you so much for coming in. If somebody wants to get in contact with you or check out the products, what's your website address?
So the website is www.CamoREsinTEch.co.uk. So CamoREsinTEch.co.uk. And I'm also saying that any of the listeners, if they wanted to purchase anything from us, if they use the code Made in Kent, they'll get 10% off of their order as well.
Oh, we like that. Yep, code Made in Kent. Superb. But we'll also put you on our business directory as well at madeinkent.co.uk, so people can find you there. Michael, thank you so much for coming in today.
Thank you very much. Really appreciate it.